Dude, these accounts are so bad. These accounts are so... Ooh, Beardson space. Let's see. Anti-white
We're gonna talk
scum.
about some anti-white scum.
We're rounding up all the traitors.
This anti-white scum of the earth that has been slandering our pro-white goddess, Shiloh. Hang on, I'm gonna let's let this, hey, no, come back. I wanted to talk to, rate your racism, because this guy is like an annoying fag. He left requesting, and then I was like, wanted to go like let him in, and then he just fucking left because he's like a schizo spurg or whatever. That account like genuinely sucks.
Dude, he's afraid.
What's up? Hey, what's up, Jimbo?
Hey, dude, that guy is afraid.
Yeah, I think so. We should tag him and get him in here. Somebody tag him and get him in.
Thank you, Mr. The Three.
But hello, my fellow pro-white.
What is this?
Savior, how are you doing today?
Good. I think it's time that we find anyone that tweeted attacking our sexy white goddess. And
That's real.
I think we need to put them in prison.
I think we need to kill him, honestly.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, that too.
Lynched them.
I don't like and the tattoo thing. Geez, this generation obsessed. They hate women with tattoos.
You know what I'm really offended by, and maybe this could be on me a little bit. Maybe I was just cognizant, but it's crazy that I had a personal encounter with this bitch named Shiloh, not the one that's in the news, that just so happened to be a single mom and live in a trailer park and has tattoos, and I talk about it on Twitter, and then everybody thinks I'm talking about the girl that said the N-word.
Yeah, no, me too. Yeah, I didn't understand that.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I was tagging the same one because I heard you talk about that lady.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy how everyone just jumps to conclusions, and maybe that's on me. I wasn't on Twitter. I didn't see the news, but
yeah, no, definitely.
Now that I know that there's a hero named Shiloh Hendrix out there,
our leader,
calling people the N-word, calling Somalians the N-word. Yeah. My whole life's changed. My whole perception's changed. I'm Team Shiloh now. I think it's awesome when girls say the N-word. I think it's really sexy and hot.
Nothing better, really.
Yeah,
I would say.
Could you imagine like a girl's like
calling you it?
She's giving you a blowjob and then she just like presses your penis against her lips and she says it to like on your dick.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I'd blow a load.
Yeah, bust immediately, instantly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, since we're all pro Shiloh here, as we have always been.
Yeah. Well, no, since I first saw her, I like yelling at kids. I think they need to toughen up. I think you can barely even call it a kid. Am I right, white brother?
Oh, it's not even a human being.
It's a non. That's a 3-year-old non that's gonna turn into a 8-year-old criminal. So,
yeah, it's gonna eat people.
Yeah, that's true. So that's the thing we got to keep in mind here.
Dude, I just you know what it is. I do have this tendency, like, I'm sure, and I think you do too, probably, where it's like you can just. And this happens every now and again, like in political Twitter, where it's like they just get drunk off of an issue. You know what I mean? Like they get so everyone gets so worked up and emotional and drunk and just infatuated with an issue. Like they can't even read. Like they are so obsessed with something that they lose all faculties. Like all reason has like completely shot out of the window now.
That's when they're in your DMs because they read, they read you saying that and they're like, I will literally find you and I'm going to fucking kill you, you scum. It's like,
yeah. It's
right.
like,
try me, bitch.
Like maybe I should be a little bit more like I guess weary of times like these or whatever. I don't really care. I'm here to just burn it all down, basically. Because it's just really funny. It's really funny to fuck with people when they get like drunk off of like a political issue like this.
Well,
Because like,
it's mostly bad accounts, to be fair.
oh
Like,
yeah,
it's mostly. I mean, some of them were like almost more normal accounts, and they were just like, whoa, like, lax, dude.
yeah, but it's like, dude, I'm even seeing like regular people that I kind of like are saying things like, look, she may not be a perfect hero, but like she's a hero, and I'm like, for saying the N word. I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to like. I'm actually like, I've never been against her. Like, especially because like I hate Somalians, dude. Like, we have a little, like, I guess I don't know what you'd call it. Like, they're not people, so like a colony of
Shut the
Somalians.
fuck up,
Of
Beardson, bitch.
nons.
You're a Jew. White power. You're anti-white. Fuck you, bitch.
What do
That's
you mean? I'm not.
anti-white.
What do you
Jewish
mean?
or
I
white?
just left, bro. That's how are you gonna be like a pro-white guy and you just take a cheap shot like that then leave? Like, let's have the debate. Let's
What
go
does
have
your
the back and
religion have to
forth.
do with it? I don't.
I don't get that either. Yeah, that's
They
crazy.
always say that. Like,
But that's like
okay,
the average. That's the average person that's like in my mentions. It's like hard to like not want to fuck. How do you not want to fuck with somebody like that? You know what I mean?
true.
So I've been watching. By the way, what's up, guys? Um, you know that Karen Bagel, bro? She comments on. She is fucking pissed about. She is so mad. She's like, "Where were you guys when I did this?" I'm like, it's because maybe you have 4 black kids and no one knows who you are.
Yeah, she's insane. That's what I'm saying, dude. That's what I'm saying. Like this, it's like issues like this bring out like really crazy people, and they like nobody can really see reason.
Yeah,
And
she's on like a psychotic breakdown. I don't know how long it's been going on for, but it's fucking hilarious to watch.
yeah, and it's like I don't know. I just have this sort of like self-destructive tendency, maybe, to just like really want to. I don't really want to fuck with people when they're like this. It's really
Yeah, me
fun.
too.
You know, it's like it's hard not to be like, oh, okay, maybe a little counter signaling just to piss people off. It's fun. We've got who is this? I don't even know how to say exiled learner.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey,
How's it going?
welcome.
Hey, hey, nothing much. Just getting off of work. No, I saw the whole video clip and everything, and as a fellow, I guess, black person, it don't bother me honestly. Like, actions are just.
So you're saying she gets the pass?
There's no pass. I don't know who the fuck made that. That's the dumbest shit I've ever heard. There's no pass on nothing. There's no tick, whatever. It's like it's freedom of speech. It's like, who cares? It's just a word. You're gonna try to like humble people from like hundreds of years ago that you can't even remember.
Dude, that is an atrociously bad mic. That's crazy. Jimbo is a fake Jew streaming during Shabbat. Yeah, that's true. Well, listen. I'm a inactive Jewish person. I'm casually Jewish. So I'm not really. I'm not really that. You know. Sometimes I make it in the synagogue. Sometimes I mess up. So sorry. Culturally and well, and ethnically Jewish, but that is a white ethnicity. Okay.
Away from the moment. I'm trying to have a white solidarity moment here to a degree, but it's like I genuinely just want somebody to explain it to me. I guess like I don't really because people are saying, well, she needs all this money because we're like raising funds for her, and it's like this is in response to the Carmelo Anthony thing, and I was pretty outspoken about the Carmelo Anthony thing. Like I didn't even crack any jokes about that because like somebody died. It's tragic. This happens every fucking day in America. Some fucking black will like go out and kill somebody.
Anon!
You see it every day. I saw this video of this fucking lady.
True.
Like this one's honest. This one was kind of funny, honestly. It was like these two track meet
I'm
women or
casual.
whatever,
Yeah.
and the girl's losing, and she like hits the other one with a baton. and like beats her like while they're running, and then they do this like like blacks do this like big press conference or whatever, and she's like, I would never do that, I don't know, and like everyone's like supporting her or whatever. It's like, you're on video hitting this girl with a fucking baton. Like, what are you talking about? You would never do that. You did it, you stupid bitch. Like, what are you talking about? You know?
Ooh,
So like
You talking about this one?
you did not.
yeah, that one. Yeah, it was insane, right? Like,
Wait,
that's
which one?
fucking insane, dude. Like, and so like I'm all on board with like holding black people accountable, tired of living around black people. I get that. I
I don't know
get
what
the
you're talking about.
frustration. And especially Somalians, because dude, here, honestly, and I'll say this, I actually probably wouldn't have made the joke if I had known it was a Somalian, because I do legitimately, I don't hate black people necessarily, but I do hate Somalians. Somalians are legitimately like they are the worst blacks by
They're right up there with Haitians.
Dude, I would hang out with a Haitian before I'd hang out with a Somalian, dude. Like,
Yeah.
Somalians are legitimately fucking awful. Like, they look like fucking Nosferatu. They have like big fucking heads. Okay, they stink, and they are just like, they're just all assholes. Like,
Whoa, whoa,
they're
whoa,
I've
whoa.
never seen a
Whoa, whoa,
Somalian
whoa,
like
whoa.
smile or laugh or like have a good
Why's he
time
gotta
or
be
be
so
pleasant. Like,
racist?
they're terrible people. I genuinely hate Somalians. So I actually probably wouldn't have made the joke about Shiloh if I would have known it was. I thought it was just like a regular like black or whatever, which still not a big fan of, but you know what I mean. I'm like, yeah, well, I do hate women quite a bit, but
Oh, and
I really
it
hate
turns out she's not a single mom either. So,
I don't believe
she,
that. I just want to put that out there. I still don't believe that.
well,
I don't
let
believe
me
JF. Like
well,
I don't believe JF.
well, let me just tell you why. Because I guess the people who are running this Give Send Go, right? She sent them a message, be like, I really wish people didn't think I was a single mom. I've been with my father's kids for the last 10 years. They're just not married though, so I guess that's just as bad.
I mean, it's not great. I don't know. I don't know. I heard she was a single mom. I wanted to make a joke, and I just ran with it. If she's not a single mom, I will retract and apologize. Okay. She still has tattoos though. That's
Yeah.
fair. And I still stand by, like, I still don't think women should be acting like men. I still think that that's like trashy behavior. I don't want women going out and saying the N word to little kids. I think that's kind of gross. But
Well, they're not kids though. Those are nons.
oh, true. Yeah, they're not human. I forgot they're not human
Those are
beings.
nons. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know.
Did you see the Give Send Go? They disabled comments now because people are doing the nigger tower.
Yeah, I did see that. Is crazy. That I did comment on that because it's like, isn't it nuts how like on Carmelo Anthony's page for like months or like a month now, like it's been like death to Whitey, kill all white people, and like that's never they never bothered to shut down the comments to that. But
Yeah.
now all of a sudden, so, the boys do an in tower, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, we got to shut this down now. Like, give me a fucking break.
Yeah, because it's fucking retarded.
Yeah,
They're saying it was the most expensive nigger tower in history.
yeah.
With
Going
life.
back to what I was saying though, I still,
Dude, we need
I
single moms,
genuinely,
not
I don't really see
cuds.
what the like, again,
We gotta
when it
manifest
comes
single
to
moms.
people comparing this to the
Content.
Carmelo Anthony thing. Like,
Manifest
obviously it's like
content.
gross that these fucking people
Single
raised like
moms.
$500,000 for
Single
this guy who
moms.
killed a white person. It's for no reason,
Track
right? Like,
single
that's gross.
moms.
But I don't see how like raising $500,000 for a girl who just said the N word is like, well, we're gonna get them back. You know what I mean? Like, I genuinely am missing that. I don't know if somebody could explain. I'm not even saying that facetiously. I just genuinely don't see what the great like victory is on that.
Here's the
And I don't.
thing. If she's so based, why was she around nons?
That's true. Is
That
she
was
even
my
actually?
issue.
Is she even actually based? Like, I don't know. I feel like saying the N word does not like make you a racist. You know what I mean?
If anything, you might look at it like she's used to being around them, and that's why she said it. You know what I mean? Maybe she has friends that she can say that with that are black. So
True. I don't know. Who knows? It would be really funny if it came out that she wasn't based at all. I would love to see what the response is on that, but we'll see. We'll see what
You would
happens.
love that because you're fucking anti-white. 'Cause you're a traitor.
I just love content. I do. I love content, and I just want to see where all this goes.
Dude, we
You know
need
what I mean?
single moms to join the space again. That was so good.
I see Cost. I want to get Cost up here because I know he's Mr. like pro white guy.
Manifest. Okay, yeah. Cost
want-
attracts the single moms. Manifest
Yeah.
single moms, everyone in the space.
Yeah.
Everyone manifest content.
I want some like detractors for like people who are detracting us for making our jokes. I want people like that to come up. You know what I mean? I'd love to hear. Oh, here we go. We got Cost. All right, we'll get him up. What's up, Cost? How's it going?
What's up, man? How's your day going?
Pretty good. You rape any kids today?
No.
Send any
Oh, I
child
forgot about
porn.
that.
No, as difficult as it was, no, I didn't. No, I managed to go the whole day without doing that.
Well, good for you.
Congrats.
I believe in you.
Admitting you have a problem is the first step, buddy. So you're well on your way.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, I don't know how long you've been listening, but like, what are your thoughts on what we're saying here about this whole Shiloh situation? Because we didn't really get to talk about it yesterday, and I was curious.
Yeah, I
your
wonder what
thoughts
Cost's thoughts are on that.
Well, my opinion is that I think it's more of a direct response to Carmelo. So it's not that if someone says nigger in public, we're gonna just sit here and crowdfund every single person. But I think the timing is something to keep in mind. I mean, you look at this Carmelo Anthony, Austin Metcalf situation. I view it as a direct response, and this lady didn't murder someone. I think it just it shows that you can't outspend white people. I think that we have the greatest spending power.
We're the
because
biggest pay pigs.
Well, yes, we are. We work and
Yes.
we are not, on government assistance. So we kind of have the capabilities to do that.
So, but is that what it's about? I mean, but like, how is that really a victory to say like, well, we've given more money, so therefore, like, we win? Maybe
Hi,
I'm
Posty,
not
welcome
asking
back.
that facetiously either. I'm like legitimately like, what is the victory? Because I keep hearing people bring that up a lot, and I'm genuinely just like, what's the victory exactly? Like, I don't get it.
Well, blacks, right? So the Africans, they were able to raise, however much money for Carmelo.
Lo-fi MAGA video to relax.
And, just within,
What?
the past few days, we've already surpassed their the amount
Yeah, I
that
don't
they've raised with Shiloh.
really care about this that
Hendrix.
much. I'm gonna be
And
honest.
so I understand why you'd have a question of that, but it's more so that white
wait,
people
go
are
back.
willing to come together, and whether it's over the frustration with cancel culture, just white nationalism as a general, or in general, and immigration, I think that it was.
Thomas Cap, government tech. Executive orders aims to position U.S. to AI leader, or as AI leader. 500 billion investments. The lo-fi president. Is it the same one song? This sucks. It's the same one song. It's literally the exact same song for 11 hours. Recovering Israel-Hamas war hostage corpses. Thank you, Mr. President. Lazy ass. Yeah, this is a lazy ass lo-fi playlist. It's not even a playlist. It's one song. Okay, sorry. Back to the space. Did they get any single moms up?
$1,000 for this woman because she said nigger. It's more than that. It's it's much bigger than that. It shows that white people are collectivizing. Finally, I've been saying that for a long time. We're lacking white collectivization, and that's why we're in the situation we're in now.
Do you
All the
think?
health anger from 2020 to
Hold on.
2024.
Hold on. Do you think that money might have been better spent on a compound in the Ozarks?
Yes, 100% for the hard power trailer park. Yes.
Does that make you at all upset that the funds, were sort of misappropriated to a mom instead of a park?
Well, no. Well, so I'm currently homeless, living under the same bridge that Kurt Cobain was when he wrote that one really bad song. So no, it doesn't really bother me. I've got my cardboard box right now, and I'm feeling pretty good being homeless in Seattle.
Okay. All right.
Yo,
Yeah, I just wanted to see if I don't know there was any jealousy.
No, I don't have any
Yeah.
resentment or jealousy towards her. Honestly, I think it's a good thing. I think it's a win. And if she can use that money to help secure her kid's future, that's awesome. That's awesome. Why would I ever hate that?
Okay, but if you could choose, if it goes to the single mom, or okay, sorry, she's not married, but has a partner, mom, or the Ozark white nationalist compound, where would you put the money?
White nationalist compound, of
Okay.
course. Why are you even asking me?
Oh yeah, I just want to get that.
So you hate her. You're saying you hate Shiloh then?
Yeah, so you're anti-white scum.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, but like, I mean, do you really view her as like a hero though? Like,
hey,
No, I think I view her as a martyr as opposed to a hero. I view her as like a martyr, I guess a symbol, like the symbolism of what happened to her and the fact that we were able to raise that much money and so many different people contributed. That's where I view her as a martyr.
a martyr, but like, how is she a martyr? She's actually better off now than she was before.
Well, that's a good rebuttal. Maybe a martyr is the wrong word, but I guess a symbol of white frustration, or I guess
like Batman,
black
yeah.
fatigue.
Like
So
Batman.
that's kind of how I view her. So I get your criticisms. I just don't necessarily agree with them. So like I see where you're coming from. I just don't agree.
Well, here's
That's
the
a
thing. Like,
reasonable
I'm not
position.
anti-Shiloh. I never have been really. Like, again,
What about your first space where you
I-
were threatening to kill her? And
I wasn't
Hey.
threatening to kill her. I was saying that again. If she was put in that, women just shouldn't act like that. Women shouldn't be in situations like that. I think is the problem.
okay,
And
Right, but hey,
like,
Beardson.
the point that I was trying to make was that, like, yeah, like, I don't know, women need to start acting a little bit smarter. Because, like, I'm viewing it also as like a gender thing to a certain degree, which I don't think people are really getting. It's like, yeah, because like a white woman going out there and calling black dudes the N-word, like, you're
he's
gonna get fucking
reframing
killed,
it. Let's go.
Okay. Like, and there is this sort of problem, I think, in our society where women have gotten real fucking uppity and they think they can just kind of talk to men however they want to. You know what I mean? Because there's this sort of perceived shield that they have because of their gender. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we do baby women, and I think that there is, for far too long, we've failed to hold women accountable. But I feel like that gets put back on the men for not doing enough.
Yo,
Like,
Randolph's
thank you,
just researched
Randolph.
these men that allowed all
Thank you
these
so
women
much.
to have rights in the first
Dude,
place.
Cost is
right?
being
so we need a male Shiloh where a woman, basically a woman acts like that and a guy just socks her in the fucking face then. Is that what you're saying?
I think that you need to go back and we need to start repealing a lot of the rights that we've given people, because I think that,
It's not a rights thing though. This is a social
Hold
thing.
on.
Like, this isn't a political issue. This
Hold-
is like a social thing.
I just wanted to say I'm impressed. Cost has he's much more reasonable than I think previously on White Power Radio episodes. He's
Can we
been.
get Walker up here?
Hey, can I say something real quick?
Walker.
He's welcome to
Walker.
request. But yeah,
He's,
go ahead.
he's hilarious.
I don't know about you guys.
Good.
Maybe it's just me, but whenever I hear a woman say the hard R, nigger, like N-word, I get this like primal like feeling like within me, like that makes me want to simp. I don't know. I don't know if it's just me, but
Fall
you
in
guys
love.
feel that too or no?
Yeah.
Well, for me, it's faggot. That's the one.
The Beardson loves her
Melanie
Melanie.
Mack?
Yeah, I'm thinking of
Mack
Melanie.
and Beardson.
Gosh,
Thinking
he
of
loves
Melanie,
her.
yeah. She's got to unblock me at some point, dude. It's just
Like
kinda-
I would die. Like I would die for Shiloh. Like I make like, like
400 gram.
I'm going into battle and I'm thinking about Shiloh.
Mm-hmm.
Like I want to serve her.
Did you?
Don't say that.
Hold on. Did you? No, that's true though, because she's a goddess. But Beardson, did you see the Melanie Mack video where she said like she did like the exact same thing, but she was just like, What if they just said cracker to a white child that was doing it? No one would even care. So I don't get the problem.
Dude,
I
you know
thought
what's-
she was gonna go, what's the problem with saying?
Dude, you know what's funny is that I could, like, Melanie Mack could have been Shiloh. I actually added her. One time I ratioed her because I was like, you know, how come you have no problem saying faggot, but you won't say the N-word ever? You know what I mean? And then I think that's what got me to block her. Or her to block me or whatever.
Mhm.
So I really, if you think about it, I was trying to help Melanie Mack because if she said the N-word, she'd
True.
have $500,000 right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up? Just real quick, I think Cost kind of summed it up pretty well. But my main thing I wanted to say was for Beardson because he said how he didn't really like understand the point of all this and why. And I think people are getting just too caught up on Shiloh herself as a person and too caught up on the money aspect of it
'Cause
and
we're
kind
jealous,
of
'cause
not
we're
seeing the bigger
Jews.
picture of like how whites have just been kind of pussified for so long and for
'Cause we're
decades have just like
Jews.
not been defending each other.
By the way, Power Jet Live / JimboZoomer, support the show, keep it on the air, bankroll, keep it alive, send in media. Feel free to send in media. If it's like an inopportune time, I'll just wait till it is an opportune time, and then I'll play it. But send in media, send in whatever. We are only 13% of the way through the donut goal. We're cooked. I mean, we're only an hour. I was a little late today. We're an hour and a half in, but support the show, keep it alive, bankroll it, send in media. You know what it is. You know how we do, baby.
Make the
Well,
point.
hold on. Well, I'm trying to. If you'd have let me finish.
Oh, they're getting
Okay.
They're getting
So I think the fact that
upset at each
whites
other.
just haven't been supporting each other at all for so long, and just kind of like just kind of condemning each other for trying to speak up about like the double standard with the whole race issue. And I think that the victory that Beardson keeps talking about that he doesn't say he's understanding is that white people are finally trying to, at least there's some sign of like people coming together and trying to support another white person, regardless of the situation or the person herself or the money that was raised or where the money's coming from. People are getting too caught up on those little things, and I think that the victory that people are calling a victory is the fact that white people are actually doing something instead of just being complacent and silent and being too scared. And I think that's what it is.
Yeah, but and not to be too
Oh!
contrarian,
Send $5.
but I do think like we do this a lot where we're like, oh well, the person doesn't really matter. And the optical
Hold on. This is an opportune time because we already know. We already know this.
The world needs to stop being boring. Yeah, you. Boring is easy. Everybody can be boring.
Right.
But you're gooder than that. Life is not a game, people. Life isn't a cereal eater.
If I saw this kid in public,
And if
words
life
would
is a
fly.
game,
It's just,
are we on the same team? I mean, really,
I'd call him what he is. I'd tell him what he is. You know what I'm saying?
This is life, people. You got air coming.
You
from your
understand
nose.
me?
You got heartbeat. That means it's time to do something. A poem. Two roads diverged in the woods.
Well, I'm
And
chasing
I
that
took
bag,
the
baby.
road less traveled. It hurt, man. Really bad. Rocks, thorns, and glass. My plants broke.
It's just I think that people are jumping onto this and celebrating it because it's just
I
like
want to be the one that leads to awesome. It's like that dude Journey said, don't stop believing unless your dream's stupid. Then you should get a better dream. I think that's how it goes. Get a better dream and keep going. Keep going, and keep going. Will Michael Jordan have quit? Well, he did quit. No, he retired. Yeah, that's right. He retired. But before that, in high school, what if he quit when he didn't make the team? He would never
What's he talking about?
Space Jam.
I wasn't paying attention. What's this?
Space Jam.
What's this little dude talking
What will
about?
be your Space Jam? What will you create?
Big chat
when
just
you
fucked.
grow
Will it
up?
not let you send
Nothing
messages?
makes me keep
Oh, wait,
saying
it's
that.
not.
That's why I'm talking
Wait.
to you today. This is your
Wait, it won't let me
time.
put messages.
It's my time. It's our time. We can make every day
Yo, why
better
is
for
Kick
each other. If we're all on the
breaking?
same team, let's start
Oh,
acting
wait,
like
some
it.
go
We
through,
got
but
work
mine
to do.
won't.
We can cry about it, or we can dance about it. We were
Uh,
made to be awesome.
Uh-oh.
Let's get out there. I don't know everything. I'm just a kid. But I do know this. So everybody's doing to give the world a reason to dance.
Hold on, let me see what's
Kids
going on
start to
here.
circle the wagons. It's like a girl acting very like manly,
Sexy.
and very
Saying
like
slurs.
it is like
Yeah, I
white
do get that
trash.
too. I
So,
wish,
you know what I mean?
I do. Yeah, I get that. I get that too. I
I
wish
think
that
it's
women were.
sexually
I
very
do wish.
feminine what she did.
Yeah, I do. It's not feminine at all. I do wish the women weren't like that. But I think the simple fact that
Then I'm gay
fucking
because it gave me an
she stood
erection.
her ground. She
No,
did
I'm
stand her
serious.
ground.
I'm
She
serious.
stood her ground. She stood her ground. She wasn't gonna let. You know what I mean? She stood her ground. She could have easily been scared. She could have easily been fucking killed. She had no idea what that guy could have done to her. But like the fact that she stood her ground regardless, I think that in a way people were, people like that. That's.
I think
No,
it was
Name me that pep
understand
talk.
why people see her as a
because,
hero.
dude, with just one word, she just unleashed this like raw,
Load.
natural force, and it's turning over the whole country. I think that's
It's just-
It's
I
coming
think
out of
that's
my
really
penis.
feminine, and it kind of epitomizes the control of nature that beautiful women have.
Sounds like you're waiting
She's
for that
arms
that
are
OnlyFans link to
sleeve
drop.
tattoos. She's acting like a man, dude. She's
I don't think so.
Well, yeah, I mean,
extremely
that's
comfortable.
most women.
She's
That's
never
most women.
faced hardship in her life, so she doesn't realize how hard a man's punch can feel on her face.
Right.
So she has the balls to go out there and start doing this. It's extremely masculine. It's not feminine at all, and
Right.
it's not
It's a
attractive.
playground.
That's why I thought he was so
Men
hot.
policing
That's the state of
playgrounds.
most of our women today.
That doesn't
though.
make
That's
any
the state of
sense.
all women, mostly.
Yeah, but
Women
I mean,
should be
like, but
policing playgrounds. Women should be policing, kid care places.
Yes,
That
I
just
agree.
makes sense.
I agree. I agree.
Yeah.
Sorry, this is James Madobra. I can't figure out who was, or actually, my name on Twitter is James McCloy. My real name is James Madobra. I couldn't figure out who was talking, but I thought you just before were saying like she was like feminine, and then
Yeah,
now
she's
you're like
feminine. Yeah.
agreeing with me.
Yeah, she's feminine. Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, he was saying that when she said the
she
word, it
isn't
unleashed
just-
his
I was
load.
talking before. She's
isn't
extremely
just one
masculine.
Random
She
white
has like
person. This
arms.
isn't a
Casual self-docs. That's James Madober. Yeah, that's James Madober right there.
saying that when she
You,
says the word, it
that I
unleashed
was
his
talking
load.
before. She's
isn't
extremely
just one
masculine.
Random
She
white
has
like men now. That's kind of weird. Like I don't know why you're supporting a
Why
nigger
am I-
pedophile. That's weird.
I'm not, but I'm
Oh.
saying the woman should be silent and like not start confrontations with random men because
No,
it's
I think you're
dangerous.
wrong.
So is the conversation?
Maybe she's in the
racial?
right, but
I think women should
Ah,
police
damn.
the playgrounds and the conduct of children while men are busy working.
We're just
Yeah, no,
saying that
this
she's
is-
a goddess. Is what we're really trying to.
maybe
Yeah.
okay. I'm not disagreeing, but in a white society, yeah. If somebody's acting out,
Right.
It's like, somebody else's kid
He's like,
steals your kid's
"Aight,
toy,
yeah, she is a
or
goddess."
something,
But hold on.
and you're like, yeah, hey, give that back. Okay, that's fine. But where we live, you can't be acting out like this. You're gonna get punched in the face and your jaw broken.
You're worried
Like,
about
Dude,
you're
I don't
worried
know
about the
if you know
goddess
what
getting
was
hurt.
happening that day, but
Hold
there was
on.
a nigger pedophile on the playground videotaping people. So I
Hold
think
on.
it was
But-
completely reasonable.
But listen. You're more worried about her white goddess well-being. Is that what you're saying?
Why?
Well, people are saying she's just like a random white person and that we shouldn't put any, money or energy behind her. But really, what she represents, she's the future of white people. She represents the future.
I put a poll up in the
Yeah.
the
Yep.
nest. Let's get a general consensus
Um,
of where everyone stands.
She's our leader.
You know, she reminds me of Aphrodite. She's like the fertility goddess, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, like you look
I'm
at
very
that
inspired by her.
photo of her face.
I think the whole
and she's
gender
just,
thing
like,
is becoming like a distraction, though.
You see that photo of her face, and she's just like exhausted, and she's fatigued, and she's got to deal with nigger pedophiles on the playground, and it's just like, wow, she's got a child on her hip too, and that's like just so mommy. I don't know how you guys can't relate to that.
feel like all this
seeing
is
the
just
fatigue in her
people
face like
simping.
that.
Why I feel like all this is people simping. Like, would anyone care if this was a man?
Well,
Let's
it's
be
hard
honest.
not to fall in love with her. Is really what
No,
Anthony's
it's
saying.
easy not to fall in love with her. She's covered in tattoos and she has
Yeah, the
kids
art
without her husband.
is fucking disgusting, dude.
Yeah, it's
No, I
disgusting. I don't
never-
understand why you guys think she's a goddess. It's gross.
Those are like ancient
she is an
Aryan
Aryan
tattoos. Yeah, those are.
Why
Do
is
you
the,
not know?
total
Hold on.
Aryan.
That's equally gross.
Hold on. Do you not know about the history of where the white race came from the steppe, dude? They were tattooed. Okay.
Why?
She is a
So is the conversation
traditional
a racial
Aryan
conversation
woman.
or a gender conversation?
You know,
Well, she
I
could be
never
your goddess,
really
but she's
liked
not gonna
that
be
too,
mine.
actually, until I saw Shiloh stand up for me. Honestly, like I would love to have like a wife like her.
What makes this any
Yeah.
different than OnlyFans? It's basically an OnlyFans without the nudity.
Would you step
And you guys
up
are simping
for
over her
Anthony?
But it's like
because she's a
OnlyFans,
woman and you
but
find her
Yeah,
attractive. That's the only reason.
procreation
No,
oriented.
I'd rather
Mentos.
donate her money for her cause
Just,
than for an OnlyFans cause. For
Yeah, I hope she
Because
has
you know
15 kids now with all that
we
money.
would kill, rape, and die for Shiloh because
Yeah,
she's
if we
a
could get her up
beautiful
to
and
1 million,
tan
just
Aryan
imagine how
princess
many
goddess. I mean,
Aryan children she'll have.
Dude, one
you
at
know?
a time.
No, I know you are because you're simping. I just don't understand why.
We're not simping. We're not.
This is
I would not.
different.
That's not the same as simping.
No, it looks
Supporting
like
her-
this is her
supporting her-
OnlyFans page.
You're being
No, like,
anti-white.
No, it's not. It's not
I'm
at all.
incel, right?
It's not
Anti-white
at all.
scum.
OnlyFans page,
That's
I
a
would
false
pay-
No, I'll
comparison.
call
It's
a
not at
black a nigger, but no
I
one
would
would
pay
care.
for it.
It's not at all.
Dude. Okay. Anthony like can't tell when other people are talking, and then everyone just like talks over each other, and it's hard to hear.
A nigger on camera, no one would care because I'm a man.
How do you know that? How do you know?
Because I have called nigger. I have called blacks niggers.
Have you been
It happens all
canceled?
the time. What are you talking about?
Okay, this situation just happened to be the one that got viral and just got.
There's
the
plenty of video of white people,
It's a
white
woman.
men calling kids niggers, and no one cares.
Specifically, HT
So-
did it. HT did
Yeah,
it,
but
and everyone
she's,
lost their mind about it. Like, you can't yell at kids like that when HT did it. I don't know if you guys remember that
everyone,
video.
you know, kind of sees their mother in her,
This-
so they can kind of relate to what she's going through. So
That's why she's so sexy.
That's why
This is a
you
woman.
know, when the
Someone's
mom
microphone
says
is all
nigger,
fucked up.
white people have had enough, so it's really telling.
Yeah.
The audio is
Serious,
atrocious.
Anthony.
I'm serious. No, like honestly, like look at my timeline. Like I'm in, like this isn't simping. Like I'm an incel, and you know I have this like you know celibate virtue. Like I'm
He's
not gonna
just
be
pro-white.
doing her like in her DMs. I just
Yeah.
like respect her, and I see the future of white people.
Anthony,
in
let's
her
settle this.
hips. Like,
Aryan Femcell or Shiloh?
Shiloh.
Yeah,
You know
what?
what? Okay.
Like I kneel.
Like he's already
keeps
worshiping
me-
her. He's devoted.
Yeah. She keeps me in line. I have something to like defend now. She gives me courage.
She's a symbol for us to rally around.
She's like the bat signal for white people.
That's true.
Exactly.
Okay, which one of you said that she was gonna do something with the money? Like she's gonna do something good with it?
She's gonna have.
Yeah,
She's gonna have 100 kids.
No, someone said that. That's why I came up here. I wanted to shit on that
Oh,
person.
I said that, but I said that it's possible because people were saying, "Oh, it's possible she's going to throw the money away or do something terrible with it." But
Yeah, she
well,
is.
we don't.
She is, yeah.
Wait, no,
what
but
is she gonna do with the fucking money?
no,
What?
listen. What if she does start a breeding compound and she births like 100 kids?
What if she has a bad meth addiction? That shit will be gone fast.
That would be kind of funny.
Jewish propaganda.
That would be funny.
Dude, she does not look like
that's
that's.
ridiculous.
Drugs.
She doesn't look
Yeah,
like
that's
that's a
hearsay.
thing. She doesn't
I don't
look
think she
like.
does math.
No.
I mean, man, but here's.
I was just saying. I was
here's
just
the
saying that.
scenario.
I was just saying that it could go either way. Nobody can say that she's going to do something terrible, or nobody can say that she's going to do something great with
No,
it. It could go either way.
You can pretty much guarantee she's gonna fuck that money up, bro. To be honest.
It's gonna be like one of those situations where somebody wins the lottery and they're like
Yeah.
bankrupt in a week.
I don't know. I
Yeah,
think she's
North
very.
Star, you know, Star.
I think she's very humble.
Your mic was okay for a second, North Star, and then it was kind of. It was like too loud. I don't know. It was kind of like
probably not
you're
great
raping.
things with the money.
Think about it.
Yeah.
But I think it's just kind of I mean,
She's a stay-at-home mom. She has 2 kids and a husband. Like,
well,
she has
apparently
to manage the finances, and she
Well,
seems to be
apparently-
doing it
Apparently, it's not a
well.
husband either.
no,
Guys,
apparently she's not single. She's been.
Let's
with the
not
same
get
guy.
into the details. Let's not get into the weeds on this. The
I don't
thing
know why you're
is,
so obsessed with having a state like involved with like you know
yeah, what are you, a
Aryan
statist?
bondship. That's
Do you think the people running the Give Send Go for her, do you think they're getting a cut of it?
Well, yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, all these donation companies, they just
No, not the donation companies. The people who are like, the people who are making it on to X, like promote it.
Dude, what's that guy saying?
well, they get the engagement and it's good content for them, so they'll make.
Yeah,
But I mean, the link goes directly to her Give and Go. Like they just give it to her, and they take like a 2.9% fee or something.
Yeah, I don't
Just
think
a
it's
little
our
more
place
than
to judge
transaction
what a goddess does with her money. Like I don't think we are really. I mean,
That's
how many
true.
white kids do you have? You know.
What if she starts an all white daycare for just whites? Have you thought about that? What if she starts? What if with the $1 million that she's gonna get, that she starts?
What? What? What did he say?
I can't even understand it. Well, it's like using the gay voice changer thing.
Oh.
What was he saying?
I have no idea. Go ahead. Go ahead, Donkey.
I think it sounded like nigger bitch, or something like that.
Okay. Sorry. Anyway, but yeah, I don't really appreciate, I don't know, everyone acting like, I mean, what if she does have a meth addiction? Who are we to say she's not allowed to indulge?
Well, I mean,
she earned it.
Yeah, I don't think we should pocket watch, basically.
Yeah, she earned that money fair and square. I don't know.
I don't even really care. Honestly, I don't even really care about the money. I just
What if she ODs, bro? Could you imagine if she fucking overdoses? Like, it's just.
If that happens, the white race we're just cooked. At
Yeah,
that
it's
point.
over. Yeah. That's our future. It represents the future of white people.
Yeah, that is kind of the funny thing about this, though. It's like white people are like hanging their hats on this chick. So there's a lot of it's gonna be an interesting couple months for her. Like the white race is literally on her back now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wrong.
No, it is. Like, what do you mean
No.
wrong?
Wrong.
How's that wrong?
So first off, it's not a hat.
We've pinned all of
It's
her
a
hopes.
helmet.
We've pinned all of her hopes and dreams as a race.
It's a shield.
She's on my back. I work for her.
We're at her feet.
Yes.
But yeah, I don't know. I think really the benefit here is that everyone's worshiping a white woman finally instead of these nons.
Yeah, I'm glad if we're gonna simp, can we at least simp for a white woman and not a black
LeBron
woman, like
James or something. Yeah.
Like I have been doing. That's what I've been doing previously before this. So
it's refreshing.
Someone's spamming all of Nick's posts in the Jumbotron for some reason.
I don't know why Twitter's been so funny recently, bro. Like, this site has been really funny this weekend. Fucking unbelievable.
After Rudyard killed the god,
I'm not
after
host
Rudyard
North
killed
Star.
Odin, he was jerking off to a girl just like Shiloh. His own people.
That's true. That is true. But yeah, I don't know. So, wait, is the guy who was like having an issue with Shiloh getting money? Is he gone or?
Yeah. Well, how does that factor in? Does he get a cut?
She should give him a piece.
Something's
Honestly,
going to deport him.
if we're keeping it fair and square, she should give him a little cut.
What if he was black though? Like, could you imagine? What if he was black?
What? He was. His kid's black.
His kid's not black, is it?
Wait, what?
Wait, what are we talking about?
His father was Somalian.
No, we're talking about Shiloh.
Oh.
Oh, you'd love that, wouldn't you? You fucking anti-white scum. You'd eat that up.
I've been reading Kanye's timeline quite a bit, you know. So
okay,
open me up to a few things, you know.
Okay. Right. No, but I meant the guy who was arguing that she shouldn't receive the money. Did he leave, or is he still here?
It looks like he left.
Damn it.
Oh wait, I think.
You know what's crazy is that like Somalian guy, like I don't even think he has a kid. He was just hanging out. He's just hanging out on the playground.
Yeah, and he's been in trouble. He got in trouble for like pedophilia or some shit like that too. I think the charges were dismissed, but still.
Well, I mean, I think that's a pretty good signal that it probably wasn't doing anything, right?
Or maybe they just didn't have enough evidence. You never know.
Okay, but I mean, and you can't call a guy a pedophile if the charges were dismissed.
Yeah, no, that's true.
You know what I mean?
No, he's a pedophile.
Yeah, but you know, if he had that
But
opportunity,
I've heard all Somalians are pedophiles, though. So,
what do you think, Roblox?
They are fucked up. Like,
You know, he could have been part of that pedophile ring, the 674 or whatever.
Yeah.
What is that called?
Roblox. You look like a very serious guy, man. He's just like, what's up? Why'd he drop? Come on, bro.
Man, Roblox, you gotta unmute. We can't hear you.
I can unmute. I just, it's typical America. You got like the outspoken, tatted up white woman
queen
that's never been punched in the face, teeing off with the Indian immigrant retard that's filming crap all the time with his cell phone that, I mean, they would never be able to invent themselves. And it's just a shit show. Ridiculous. It's like clown fest. It was ridiculous. I don't know. That's really what I gotta say about it. It's just stupid, dude.
It's true. With a cell phone, white men created.
You saying that all women should be punched in the face?
Well, at certain points, yeah. I mean, yeah. I've been punched in the face plenty of times, and
you're better for
it. I think it was good. It was good. It was good for me. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
Who punched you?
My dad and people at school when I was in high school.
Oh. Did you have a lot of friends in high school?
I had a few friends, not a lot, like 3 to 5. I would consider.
What are they up to these days? Do you keep in touch with them?
A few of them, not all of them. This is not a James Madobra therapy session, though. So
it could be.
Yeah,
I'd be okay with that.
What kind of therapist would you prefer, like a guy or a girl?
You know, he was a Marine.
Definitely a guy.
James Madobra was a Marine.
I was in the Marine Corps. Yeah, for a while.
You have like hundreds of thousands of friends. What are you talking about?
Thank you for your
service. Yeah. I definitely have been through psychoanalysis before I got into the Marine Corps.
You're saying
they used to screen people out, you know, for crazy shit. That tranny stuff would not fly back then in 2009.
Now it's woke.
When I enlisted, but nowadays I don't know about the psychoanalysis if they even do that.
Yeah, hopefully not.
Dude, everyone I've met that became a Marine, they like they just really wanted to kill people. Like that's all they.
Yeah, that's actually fucked up. That's like 1 out of 5 dudes that I would ask. I'd be like, "So why are you here? Why did you enlist in the Marine Corps?" And they would say like, "I just want to kill people," and they were like psychopaths.
Thank you for your service.
I was like, what the fuck? That's crazy, dude. Like, what? You want to kill people? Yeah, I just want to kill people. And it's like, whoa, that's crazy, dude.
Why did you enlist?
I enlisted to learn about diesel like engines and like get certifications because I was a motor T mechanic and like. And I wanted to get like the GI Bill, and I also like back then I was like big into
the bag.
propaganda. No, I was big into propaganda, and I believed like the Muslims were like evil and shit. So I was like, oh, they hate us because of our freedom.
That's
and
a
all
good
this
reason.
crap. I was like a
That
big
is why
like
you shouldn't
neo-conservative, I guess you
to
would
be
call
a
me.
welfare queen.
Over time, I freaking realized I was stupid.
It's
and
okay.
it took time,
It's
though.
okay because
Anthony asking him.
at one point,
Oh,
Not everybody, but yeah.
did you have a lot of friends?
The Marines, if you just want to kill people.
I don't know how it works. If they even do psychoanalysis like tests like they did on me.
Yeah, but if they
probably,
did do what are the right answers?
They let people in that want to cut their dicks off now. So like,
yeah, it's woke. Yeah.
So I mean, if you just want to kill people, I mean, you could probably keep that to yourself and get right in.
Yeah, but don't you think like transsexuals, like people who transition from one gender to the next, that they are kind of prone to violence? Don't you think we could harness that?
Yeah, maybe violence against themselves, but I mean, I mean, violence is good in a certain place.
Hoorah!
But it's oorah. No who. That's the army.
Sorry. Hoorah!
Oorah. It's oorah.
Okay, my bad.
Or like you say like Marine Corps, kill.
I was a Green Beret.
When they say like kill, like that's their
that's their thing.
their chant. That's crazy.
Yeah. You'll be like oorah, kill. That's what you say. In the Marine Corps. Yeah,
That's what they want.
Somebody says, yeah, they want killers. In a certain place it's good, but like in certain places it's not good. Like for leadership and shit.
James Mandover is so funny.
They turned
when
against
the spaces was like dead,
whoa,
and then we added him,
dude.
and then it's just like an interview. It's just like, yeah. So,
Somebody else should
what was high school like?
Did you ever enjoy it?
When you went to
I
parks
definitely
as
wanted
kids.
to kill people. I mean, I live in Florida.
There's a lot of blacks here, huh?
Yeah, the white people are like 30% where I live. It's fucking nuts, dude. Yeah, just driving on the road, dude. They're trying to kill you. Almost. It's basically like they're trying to kill you. Somebody else should talk because I'm
You're kind of going off though.
Ask
Jay.
him questions. Ask him questions. What was your childhood like?
What was my childhood like?
Yeah, you ever play on a playground with black kids?
You ever get molested?
Okay, we got Roblox.
No, I can answer that one almost.
No.
So like I was like okay, so I played baseball, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we had this like baseball manager and then an assistant coach. And the baseball manager like patted my butt one time. He was like, "Good job out there, first base." No, it's not that big of a deal. But at the so like this kid on my team was always hanging out with the baseball manager. And the assistant coach, his son, played on the team too, and he was like my good friend. And my family took him to like spring training games and stuff here in Florida, and we were like really good friends. But he was telling me, he was like, my dad's really concerned about the manager and his relationship with Michael, and he looked into him, and in 2001 he like was in Ohio and like doing bad stuff with kids, and I was like, oh, that's fucked up. And then at the awards ceremony, me and the kid that I was friends with saw him drunk with his hand down the guy's pants.
Oh my god.
And it could have been you.
They pulled me days later out of class, a cop. Everybody at school thought I was in trouble, but it had nothing to do with me. The cop pulled me out of class, and he illegally questioned me in this empty classroom. You know, you're supposed to have parents' permission or whatever if you're a minor being questioned by cops. Nope. He questioned me right in this classroom. He's like, "Where did you see that award ceremony? Tell me. Do not lie to me." And I told him. And you know what they did? They found him in like a hotel room in Orlando.
Oh.
And the guy shot himself in the head.
That was awesome. That was a great story. Gosh. That was the manager.
So I was nervous where that was going.
Yeah, yeah. That was
The
good.
The hotel room really got me there. Yeah.
That was good.
This fucking guy.
Dude, I love James Mandover so much.
It fucked me up, dude. I like that guy.
The pedophile?
Even after he touched you, you liked him?
No, he was probably just. No, look, when he had his hand down the kid's pants, he was probably just helping him fix his cup. You know.
Can't even jerk a kid off.
It's down the back of his. It was down the back of his pants.
He was fingering his butthole.
Maybe he was helping him wipe.
His butt.
Maybe he was helping him wipe.
I think it was like fingering his butt. And you know that Mike dude, bro, that guy got me banned from the library for life from the high school. Yeah, that fucking Mike dude, he turned into a bad dude.
Dude, fuck Mike.
He turned into a bad dude. Guy that got molested.
He got a finger up
No
his
offense,
butt,
Walker.
so it's
Is he what's he up to now, Mike? Is he okay?
I don't know. I think he's in jail for like stealing rifles from a police officer's house.
Well, yeah,
Dude, your life is so awesome. You're so funny.
Got a finger up his butt by the head coach or whatever.
The pedophile hunters are right. Wow.
Wow.
Should I start doing that?
That's so brave of you to say, Anthony.
Yeah.
That's
Dude,
so
I mean,
brave.
I thought they were overdoing it, but you know, after hearing that, I can understand. Maybe they have some stories.
I love too that James was like tells us that this guy like blew his head off in a hotel room. But the worst part was that he got banned from the library. That was the worst part.
Well, Mike was an asshole and got him
The
banned.
most angry about. He was like, yeah, the guy like almost raped me, but like then he gets to the library ban, and he starts like getting heated.
Yeah,
the fucker got. I didn't even do anything, dude.
Yeah,
I was
he
like
was
looking
wrong.
for like
He was
a
wrong.
World War II book, and the motherfucker Mike and his buddies goes on the other side of the shelves, shoves all the books through the shelves. They land on my feet, and this woman comes.
He's so loud. He's getting louder.
At me with the books on my feet.
Dude, what?
She's like, the library's not a playground. Get the F out. Get out. You're banned. You're banned. If I ever see you here again, I'm contacting the school resource officer. Get the F out. And I'm like, what the heck?
Dude,
I didn't even
fuck
do
that
anything,
bitch.
dude.
It sounds like
anything.
It sounds like you got more PTSD from this event than your entire time in the Marines.
Probably. That fucking pissed me off, dude. I didn't even do anything. I was like looking for like a World War II book, and like I get like all of a sudden all the books fall on my feet. It fucking hurt. And like the lady comes over and blames me for it.
Was that in high school?
Yeah, that was high school. I got banned from the library for the rest of my years in high school.
What do you do? What would you do if you had to go when you're a senior? You know,
I couldn't go in. I had to tell the teacher like I'm banned from the library. The lady's crazy, and he was like, oh, like Mr. Rice was a history teacher, and I told him, and he was like, oh, that bitch is insane. Yeah, just stand out in hall. Like that's what he said, and that's what happened.
It wasn't just you.
Wow, that's crazy. All because of this guy. He put his
Who got
hand
molested?
Yeah,
he got killed for Israel.
Turned around and fucked your life over. You know.
Yeah, they the baseball coach guy was taking him to like the bar and stuff.
Well,
I drive by that place all the time, and I think about it.
Listen, do you think it was like revenge? Like, do you think he was upset that you busted his fling with the guy who was molesting him?
Ooh, yeah, that's a good. Yeah.
Is that why he got you banned from the library?
Or it could have been like he just didn't want to be known as the guy that got molested, and you kind of blew
So-
his spot.
I actually did like have a face-to-face conversation with him eventually. We were in summer school
If
together.
you're enjoying this show, powerchat.live/JimboZoomer. We're at 18%. It's been 2 hours. Support the show. Bankroll, we're going to end early. It'll be over. We'll be gone.
We would like
support the show.
Birdhouses out of wood and stuff. And one time I was sitting across from him, and this really hot girl was at our like table, and he was like being an ass. And I just said to him, I was like, dude, we used to be friends. We used to spend the night at Jesse's house, and you would call up those phone numbers, and we would have a good time and stuff. What happened? What happened? Like, why are you acting like this? And
you asked him if it was because he was raped?
No, but he teared up. He teared up. He teared up, and he was like, did you hear about what happened with so-and-so? And I was like, yeah, man, I'm sorry. It's not your fault. It's not my fault. And he was like, yeah. And then he just like teared up.
Oh. Wait, so it was because you
anything.
It was because you blew up his spot. That's why he was being an asshole.
I don't know. I think he went crazy because the guy fucking raped him.
$25 support.
Thank you, Fire Blaster, for the very generous support. Let's go. Now we're 43% of the way through the donut goal. Let's go. Glad you're enjoying.
His dick. Wait, what? Honkers. That's slain for tits. What are you talking about?
Maybe he was a chubby
idiot
kid.
robot.
Yeah.
You fucking dumbass.
What?
Oh.
What's honkers? Balls? What's honkers?
Whatever.
Never heard of that before in my life.
That's a restaurant. That's a restaurant, I think. Right?
Oh, like a restaurant, like mugs with jugs, and it's like tits or something.
Yep.
Or like
their
Hooters
horns.
or what is he talking about?
I don't know. So, anyone else fuck with you in high school?
Anybody? Did you see anybody else get molested?
Definitely.
Can we?
I almost got molested. I used to. My beer cans are cleaning around.
You're good.
I used to mow lawns a lot when I was like 14, and this guy, dude, he was like, "Oh, I got these old pants. Do you think they can fit you?" And I was like, "Oh, I don't know." And he's like, "Go try them on in the bathroom."
Dude, that's how they get you.
And I go in there, I try on the pants. I'm like, "Nah, they don't fit. They're way too big." And then he's like, "Oh, let me come in there and see." And he like comes around the front, and he's like, "What size do you wear?" And he pulls the pants away, and he like reaches into my underwear, pulls away so he can see my pee-pee. And I'm like, the tag for the size is not in the front. And like I pull it back.
I think he was just looking for the size.
The size of the pants is not in the front.
It sounds innocent to me.
Yeah, that's an easy mistake to make.
Nah,
that shit happens all the time.
I was like, nah, the size for the pants is not in the front.
Thank you, Crosser.
For this veteran stories.
No, it's not. It never is.
No, totally.
I'm Dave.
You Crosser.
Totally. I have some where the size is listed like right on the zipper, like right where you're.
Well, okay, but so how did you react? Sorry.
How did that make you feel?
Continue.
Calvin Klein fancy underwear. I never seen that in my life.
Were his hands like cold? Did it make you feel weird?
No, it felt clammy. It made me pissed off.
So what did you do? So what did you do? How did this resolve?
I was like, no, the size is not in the front.
Yeah.
These don't fit. I'm gonna change. And then like I locked the door like behind me. And he was like trying to open it and shit.
Wow, that was a good.
And then, like
sorry, continue.
You probably just like have trouble putting your
No,
No,
I got
continue,
out-
continue.
Yes, I got out of there, and then he was like, well, if you're not going to see me again, you're going to have to give me back those shears. Because he gave me like these like these scissors that are meant for like really thick.
Like hedges.
Yeah, but like for fabric.
Oh.
Like real high quality shit. And I was like, yeah, I'll give them back to you. Fuck no, I never saw that guy ever again in my life.
I love like the logic of the pedophile being like, if you won't let me molest you, I want my shears back.
Well, I like that James Manitoba, his go-to almost being raped story was like the coach, and not that one, and not the one where he's cornered in the bathroom.
Yeah, like you actually probably got a little molested there.
Nah, he
got you. He got you a little bit.
It was close. It was close.
Penis, dude.
He got a look. He got a look.
At it.
Yeah.
You got like
I mean, he saw it.
Yeah.
Visually molested, like he with his eyes.
Yeah, you got like an ocular molestation there.
Yeah. How many people have seen your penis before, right? Like that's.
Well, he was in the Marines, so.
Oh.
Oh yeah, like 80 dudes at one time. So.
Whoa, 80.
Based.
80 dudes at one time in the Marines?
Yeah, I went through during August.
Nah, come on.
So it was a big platoon, and they were doing the surge shit. 2009.
Did they take turns, or was it like all at once?
Nah, come on.
Yeah, half and half. So half the platoon. Everything's like Navy in the Marine Corps. So like starboard side goes first, and then port side.
So this is like an organized gangbang, is what you're saying.
Not gangbang. He's just talking about them showering together.
You want to hear about gay shit with the Marine Corps?
Yes.
Oh my goodness, I was
Well, let me take my pants off.
Yeah, I actually, dude, I was injured in the Marine Corps during boot camp, and I was in what's called the MRP platoon, Medical Rehabilitation Platoon, and this guy, Sergeant Lopez, piece of shit. I know you're on kick, but I want to say
You're
it.
good. Say it. Go for it. Go for it. They've said.
This faggot, dude.
Yeah.
This piece of shit, fucking.
He's gay. He was a Marine. He's allowed.
Fucking.
He's black. He's a black gay Marine.
Shit.
He's allowed to say this. Thank him for his service. Thank you.
He would have us go in the bathrooms. It's called the rain room.
I never say
where
this.
There's like
bro needs therapy.
Faucets on the wall, all around the wall.
Yeah, a little bit.
This fucking motherfucker, dude, would have us go in formation, 40 inches between your chest and the back of the person.
What?
And then what he would do would be like 40 inches, heel to toe. So and you got to put your toes up against the heel of the person in front of you, and then he'd be like, crush, 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 and you'd press your fucking ball sack against the butt of the person in front of you, against the wall. 40 inches, get 40 inches. And then you'd have to get to 40 inches, and then you'd have to do heel to toe. You'd have to like put your balls again. He would do this over and over.
Is that real? Are you serious?
Yeah, that sounds like a great
This is a
job.
real fucking game he played.
Oh my.
It's ridiculous, dude. This guy I want to track down and kill.
Yeah.
Dude, I
Well,
wanna be
yeah,
an
fair.
instructor. That sounds awesome.
Understandable.
Yeah.
No, I know his name. I know his first name too.
Any other gay shit in the Marines?
This is like a free therapy session right now. You couldn't pay for this.
I'm sorry, I just can't get over that line. That line went so hard. Can we all admit that? Can we real quick? Can we? That's a guy I want to track down and kill. Like that just goes hard, honestly. It's like,
It does.
He's been cooking.
Yeah.
I know his name. I know his
That dude's
first name
living
too.
the life right
Hold
now.
on,
He's
pause.
got, like,
Real quick.
benefits,
Beardson, this is James Manitoba. This is the one that was on like Yoba streams and like Shallot streams and was like telling Shallot that one time about how he wanted to lock his neighbors in their apartment with a bike lock and light the place on fire. This is a classic viewer. This is a classic.
I forgot.
Well, he's a
It's-
streamer too.
Yeah, as soon as you said that, I remember now.
Yep. He's awesome. He's the best.
No, I bought like $2,000 of marine plywood. I'm gonna start streaming soon. I haven't streamed in a while. I'm gonna build a sailboat in my garage.
Yes. He had a 24-hour cam for a while.
And you're sailing to that guy's house, and you're gonna kill him.
Yeah, the Marines have.
Dude, if I do his address, dude, I'd be in jail. Like for real.
Can you live stream it when you do?
We should get
When I kill the guy.
We should look him up. Find him.
Have you ever heard of LexisNexis?
I've heard of that. I don't know what that is.
You can find some crazy stuff on there. I'm just saying.
James, any more gay stuff in the Marines?
No, I'm probably gonna sign off. There's no more gay stuff in my life, actually. That's about it.
James, did you ever see like dirty magazines from like your dad or something? You know, maybe you're at a friend's house. You read dirty magazines.
Yeah, this kid I used to ride the bus with in middle school, his dad robbed a bank and he went to jail. And I was like, well, I got $40. Give me the magazines under his bed. And we met up and I gave him the $40. Some of it was a bunch of $2 bills that my grandparents gave me every year for Christmas. And I gave him the $40. I was like 14.
He needed it though, right?
He gave me those fucking magazines, dude. That was crazy. They were like hustlers too. They weren't Playboys. They were like hardcore stuff.
Yeah.
And, like I hid those in the bottom of my clarinet case. Like I played clarinet in high school, and like where the clarinet goes, there's like this insert, and I lifted it up and like slid those magazines under there, and it hit it pretty good.
So you were like the cool band kid. So you were in band, but like you had Hustler magazines, and you're like people liked you in band, right?
Well, everybody liked me in band because I was freaking good, dude. I was third chair as a freshman, and the band director was like, I wanted to play jazz band, but he was like, clarinet is not a jazz instrument.
Mm-hmm.
So I learned saxophone, and I tried out for that, and he was like, well, unfortunately, you're not good enough yet, but give it a year, and you'll be able to play in the jazz band. I was like, nah, I'm not doing it. Fuck this shit. I quit.
Based.
I quit the whole fucking band thing.
So those magazines, did you ever like show anyone them? Did you ever?
No.
Just
I like jacked off to them as like a teenager.
Dude, he's gone through all the gay stuff. He's straight. Come on, he's straight. I think we can rule he's straight.
Oh yeah, we're not doing circle jerks or anything. I just looked at the magazines alone as a teenager.
Yeah, it's normal. That's fine. Yeah. Anyway, I gotta go. I gotta get going. But
I gotta go. Yeah, sorry.
So yeah, but James, thank you for the stories. It was great.
That was awesome. You're the best.
Yeah, that was really good. And I'm glad that now everybody knows that me and Jimbo are very much pro Shiloh now. And we never would ever counter signal our Aryan shieldmate goddess. Yeah. And that we're pro white. I mean, probably, honestly, probably two of the most pro white accounts I think on Twitter.
Yeah, we're basically the only ones with the right take on it. So
yeah, from the beginning too, like before even we were kind of ahead of the curve, I think, and being so pro white that
on my knees for Shiloh.
People were like upset with us only because we were so pro white that they felt like they couldn't compete with us. So that's really good that everyone's starting to catch up now and start to realize how pro Shiloh we've always been, and we've never ever countersignaled her ever, and we love her and think she's great. So
Good space. Good episode of White Power Radio. We cooked the anti-white scum.
Well,
Great
this
stuff.
wasn't an official White Power Radio.
Yeah.
This was
Spin-off. James Matadobra episode. Dude, he's the best.
Dude, yesterday's was so good though. Like I've had people like messaging me all day about how great of a
Dude,
show
I
that
know. Well, that was just like the craziest luck of the draw content ever. It was just like multiple single moms. Of course, that's gonna go crazy.
Black people.
Yeah, black people. A formerly trans one too. One of the single moms was trans and has left all of the tweets from when they were on their account. So it's like, yeah, that was fire. Anyway,
we had the chimp out session.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, it was good.
Classic.
It was just banger content, you know.
True. Yeah.
So, all right.
Good
I'm
meet
gonna
up.
go.
White
All right,
power.
love you guys. Love you guys.
Right.
Good mythical white weekend to my white brothers. We love you guys.
Yep.
Bye.
That was fantastic, dude. James Matadobra. Okay, the thing is, there's a sweet spot where you can't always do James Matadobra content, and he'll get drunk and then really want to call in, like really badly want to call in, and I can't always be doing that. Like I can't derail it every time. But that was fire. But that was a great James Matadobra catch up, episode. That was fantastic. That was funny. That was really good. So yeah, anyway. Yo, what's up, Dalton? Dude, Dalton, you want to call in now? Dalton! Well, if Beardson's starting simping for her, he would drive them crazy. I know. I've realized, ironically, simping for her is way more effective. Like you just have to be simping for Shiloh so much that it makes it look ridiculous. Because you're basically doing what like half of them are doing. I'm not saying all of the people, obviously not all the people that are doing that are doing it that way. But a lot of them literally are. Like if you could see my mentions, they clearly are. Like they love her. And yeah, so it's just, it's funny that's a funny way to do it, I think. I'll be on in just a bit. Okay, call me. Well, let me know when you're calling me on Discord because I have Do Not Disturb on. But I'll answer there, okay? Anyway, that was fantastic. Thank you, Beardson, for that. Thank you, everyone, for contributing that. Those were good, James. I kind of play a character online. No, but I know. Listen, when you get drunk, you're not playing a character. I'm gonna keep it real. I can tell when you get drunk, you're not playing a character. You are yourself. Let me tell you. And we fuck with it, okay? And we fuck with the stories because they're hilarious. Awesome. What are we gonna talk about, dude? I don't know, dude. What do you want to? Dude, do you want to talk about how important it is to give money to white people? North Star W, remember when you prank called a Subway with Dalton? That was good. Rambling guy, remember when he called the library? That was good. Or called from the library? That was good. When I'm drunk, I'm myself, says Dalton. That's true. Wait, so that's same guy as before. Yeah, that's the same James Matadobra as before. Talk about being Catholic. Yeah, we could talk about how Catholic we are. We could talk about, I don't know. What else? Something else. Play background music. Anyway, we've got 2 hours left of the show. Power Channel Live / JimboZoomer. If you want to send in media, send anything in. Keep the show on the air. Bankroll, thank you, Zaviba. Very good. Yeah, send whatever you want in. If you enjoyed that was so good. That was so good and fun. What we just experienced right there. That's the good stuff, dude. Yesterday's was the best though. Yesterday's like the single moms, I felt bad for the trans one because They are just straight up like a gooner. Like, I didn't know porn could do that to a woman. Like, I thought female to male trans people were just molested, and maybe that is what actually happened. I don't know. But that was crazy that they were saying that that it was like porn from a young age to the female brain made them trans. Like, they were just straight up a gooner. That's insane. That's crazy. I hadn't even considered that a possibility. I just always thought it was like lesbians are almost always, when they're exclusively lesbians, that they're afraid of men, and it's usually because they were like abused. But yeah, that was insane. Transcend is right, Karasu. Wait, what? Oh. Also, can we just say James Madobra just lived Karasu's dream, dude. He just got interviewed about his life, except it was like really interesting. But yeah, anyway, I thought females don't watch porn. I think, like, I don't know. I'm not really sure, honestly. Like, some, I guess some do, some don't. Well, obviously, but like, some like really, like, it doesn't really do anything at all. Some really like it. Maybe that's an age thing too. Like, if they're exposed really young, then they become it or whatever. I don't know what the psychology is there. I'm not sure what's going on with female to male transsexuals. But that one was just insane. Because she had like DMs leaked. But also just on her own account was her just saying crazy stuff. Like, on the account where she called into the space was all this, like, you know, insane stuff on Twitter, on her timeline. So I don't know, man. They do, but it's different. Some do, and it affects them super easily. Ross says, my stories are better. They involve financial gain. I'm sure they don't. Or I'm sure they're not. Some do. They post gooner addiction rehabilitation stuff unless they are fake. Yeah, but dude, women would do that for attention. Women would low-key... Women would pretend to be gooners for attention. You know what I mean? Because, like, if they were doing it, it wouldn't be that... Like, if they were saying they're a hardcore porn addict, it wouldn't... I don't know. It wouldn't have the same stigma. You know? Because we stigmatize male gooners. Because the thing is, we stigmatize male gooners so hard, and I don't think we would equally stigmatize female gooners. Because we worship Foyd bitches.